Many times when people are sharing their success stories, they edit out the help they got along the way and only magnify how they worked hard, the struggles they went through, and how strategic they were. But they won't mention the uncle that connected them. They won't mention the family inheritance that they rode on. They won't mention the grant and the sponsorship they got. They won't mention the deal they landed that changed their story. And so you are here working hard, but you never got the opportunities and the privileges they had. And you're wondering, how come I'm doing exactly what they did, or even better, and not getting the results they are getting? Let me tell you something. Never be intimidated by people's success because you don't know their full episode. So long as you're doing the right thing, keep doing it. It is a matter of time. You could be taking stairs where others are taking lifts. The good thing is that the destination is the same. And when you finally get there, you'll be fit enough to handle any situation that come your way.
Growing up in a community or a town where you found other people of your age making it and driving in cars and other stuff, there was a tendency for us to feel intimidated. But one thing kept us going, which was a statement a friend of mine usually made. He said, Manasseh, yes, they have made it. Let them take the lead. We are also coming. Trust the process and we will get there. You know, life is not a race. Life is not a competition. And the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, but time and chance happen to them all. In fact, if you understand time and season, you will not feel intimidated. The fact that somebody has made it does not make you a failure. As far as you are in process and you are doing so well, you don't have to feel intimidated by the success of other people. In fact, if you know what people of your age have gone through to make what they have, you will not in a single moment feel intimidated or even jealous about their success. One thing you have to do is that you are not in a competition with anybody. The only person you are in a competition with in this life is your own self. So every single day of your life, strive to be better off than you were yesterday. Try to make your tomorrow better than today. Don't let the success of other people make you feel intimidated. You should rather be motivated by other people's success and also strive and yearn to do well to get to where you want to get in life. In fact, time and chance happiness to everyone. So do not in a single moment feel sorry and intimidated by the success of other people. For when it is your time and you are in process, you will surely get what is duly yours.
May I make it clear to you that the reason why you are intimidated is because you think that life is just one path, and you think that everyone needs to use the same route to reach to their destiny. And if you so believe in God, you need to understand that He created everyone in a unique way. So there is no need for you to be intimidated by someone else. There's no need for you to feel like someone else is more beautiful or more handsome than you. There's no need for you to feel like someone is making more progress more than you, because God created you for a purpose. So the reason why some people are so competitive and so intimidated, much as some may be doing well, but they are always bringing other people down, they have not understood their purpose. Sit down and try and find out within yourself who you've been destined to be. And once you realize who you've been destined to be, you won't have time to be giving attitude. You won't have time to be intimidated by people. You'll focus on what God has called you for, and you'll live a happy life. Just do that for yourself.
Hello, my people. This is YJ here. YJ is a Gambian, and Gambia is in West Africa. Guys, thank you so much for your encouragement. Thank you so much for support. I will say thank you so much, Team Marwa, for coming here and then giving me support. I am number one true fan to him, and I will say to him, greetings to him anywhere he is and his family. He inspired me to come out and then also join the YouTube streets. For those of you joining here, yes, I am a product from I Am Marwa. I will tell you that. So I've been watching him for almost 6 years. I think probably going to 7 years. So really speaking, I am inspired by him, and that's the main reason why YJ decided to join the YouTube street. So I am here based on positive vibes, and I am here to make sure that at least let us talk and let people hear from us. Today we are talking about young people and the social media. Young people and then the social media. So what we are trying to look at here is like, young people today, especially African young people, social media has done a lot of, harmful things to them. Because most of us, or most of the young people, they don't know how to use social media. All right? Young people, most of them, they don't know how to use social media. So that's the reason why it's like social media is doing a lot of harm to the young society or young people in Africa. This is what I want us to look at. Social media is doing a lot of harm to the young people in Africa. Young people in Africa, all right, you are just seeing somebody using social media for how many years? Almost 10 years. Now you have seen so many achievements that the person, is actually celebrating currently. You just, came into social media just within a period of a matter of 1 year, or someone in their second year. You want to use the same pace of that of the person who has been in the social media for almost 10 years. And you want to reach at his level. My advice to you is this: always try to believe in yourself. Always try to believe in yourself. That is my advice to you. And always try to use your own pace. Do not try to copy someone's pace. This pace here is telling you that I happen to be, let's say, a YouTuber for nearly 10 years, and you just came in. Just within 1 year, you want to achieve what I am achieving. So now, this is where we normally used to have problem. And this is where African people, we are encountering so many problems. Because you are doing the right thing. You are doing the right thing. Try to unite people with the use of your content. Try to educate people with the use of your content. But now the funniest thing is, you as a young person, you are on social media where a lot of people are watching you. And you are on social media where a lot of people know that you are, linked to that particular person that maybe I might hate. Now I can tell you things like, do you want to be like this or so person? You said yes. I said, okay, there is $1,000 here. I want you to tarnish his image. Now you look at the money and loyalty. So if you are not very loyal to that person, you always decide to do what? To just take the money, so much so that you tarnish that particular person's image. This is what is, damaging so many young people, their character on social media, because they are always trying to look after money. They are not trying to look at their values. They are not trying to look at their humanity. They are not trying to look at their loyalties. So all what they normally do is just to collect the money like that, all right? Or somebody tell you that, oh, you want to build a house like him? I will sponsor you. I can do this and that for you. Now the young person is going to forget about the loyalty, is going to be forgetting about the honesty, is going to forget about what again? His or her parents, their values in that society. He is not going to look at those things. So all what he or she is going to look at is the money. This is what is damaging so many young Africans on social media. You know that is happening. I know that is happening. And this is the reason why I'm telling you this, that social media is doing a lot of harm to the young African people. It's doing so many harms to us. All right? Now, I am just trying to tell you that as a young person, please try to stick to yourself. That's number one. Try to stick to yourself. Know your background. Know where you're coming from. Anything that you know that your parents were not doing it, please do not allow social media to put you into those things. Please. Like, somebody bribe you and ask you to do something on social media that you know that is not right, do not actually accept it. This is a platform where millions of people are there, and do not trust internet, because internet is a place whereby they are telling you that nobody owns it. Anything that you are doing there, you are on your own. But as I mentioned in earlier videos, that internet is always having a body that is controlling it, monitoring it, and that's the reason why every country is now trying to implement cyber law. Everybody wants to implement cyber law to protect what? Your people. To protect them from using the internet or using their devices to connect to the internet. Guys, this is very, 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 is a concern. We are all Africans, but this is a huge concern in Africa. This is a huge concern in Africa. Because if you look at it, it's like, in Africa here, young ones, they never want to try to be on their own pace. They always want to copy someone's pace on the internet. You cannot copy someone's pace. Stick to yourself. Believe in yourself that you can do it, rather than trying to, follow somebody. All right? This simply meaning that, wait for your right time to come, but do not rush. This is our problem in Africa. Everybody don't want to wait for their right time to come. You want to rush. And as you're rushing, you came across somebody who is trying to pay you to do something nasty against someone on the social media, you intend to take it. But somebody who happens to take his time and wanted to go with his or her own pace to do right things on the internet. That particular person, that particular young person is always going to wait for his or her right time to come. Remember, if you are always trying to do things in the right way, your end zone is always going to be fine for you. But if you are not trying to do anything right, know that you will never enjoy, because your end point is always with so many frustrations, confusion. So to make it in life is going to be too tough for you. And this is the reason why young people should always try to make sure that they go with their own pace and then do things on the right time. That's what I can tell you. Young YouTubers in Africa, be careful. Young YouTubers, in Africa, please be careful. Please, stick to yourself. Stick to yourself. And never ever try to be intimidated by what others are doing on these internet platforms. Please, never allow that. Stick to yourself simply means make sure you know your family background. Make sure you know your parents very well. People respect them in societies. Alright? You being on social media, do not try to damage that culture, Do not try to damage that records. The records that were made by your parents. Do not ever try to damage those records. Young people, never try to be intimidated by what others are doing on this internet platform. Remember, you met somebody there 10 years and you are just starting it. You want to use the same pace of that particular person. No, it cannot work like that. Make sure use that person as your mentor. Use that person as your supervisor. Use that person as your advisor. You will make it well. Your end part, where you are heading to, is always going to be good for you. But if you want to use your paste, against his own, they are always creating problem for yourself. And if you allow, what others are doing to be intimidated by you yourself, that's the reason why I say never be intimidated by what others are doing. Never try that. All right? As a young person, always try to stick to yourself. Stick to yourself simply meaning be with your own pace. Greetings to you, Nastu. That's what we are doing. Greetings to you, Mayigno. And greetings to you, most of the young people there. Because you never think like in your society, you should use your pace against somebody that that is almost 10 years on the same platform. I will tell you that. What you people are doing, you're doing the right thing. Because you never want nobody to intimidate you concerning about what they are doing. You are always sticking to yourself. You are always trying to make sure that you stick to yourself to do things on the right way. This internet is not owned by anybody. Go and make research about it. The internet we are using is not owned by anybody. Anytime you put it there, who is the owner of the internet, they will always tell you. The internet is not owned by anybody. But internet is monitored and controlled by our central government. Our governments are the ones that are controlling everything. And they are the ones that are trying to protect everybody. So therefore, it's like young people never be intimidated by what others are doing. Try to stick to yourself. Believe in yourself that you can do it. Your end path will always be good. But if you allow others to come and then try to put you through to some of the things, it's always going to bring problem for you. And you will never be respected by that society. Or the society you are in, you are always going to be separated from people there. Nobody wants to do anything with you. So you are going to be isolated. That is what is happening to so many young tubers today. So many young YouTubers in this Africa here, they feel like isolated already. Because nobody want to work with you. Nobody want to, do anything with you. Why? Because you allow yourself to be destroyed by others. Against somebody that that is very good. Against somebody that that can be your supervisor. Against somebody that that is your brother or is your sister. So African young people, we need to be very, very careful. We need to be very, very, very careful. Because you should understand that, yes, if you understand your time and then decision, then you will know that your ending is always going to be good for you. But if you don't understand your time and decision, you are always going to be affected. You're always going to be affected. Remember that you are online on internet to make sure that you do good things in future. Remember, it's now. Tomorrow is going to be your child. If your child made so many records, bad records that you were doing on the internet against a family, it's not going to be easy for them to. They are also going to be isolated, and you are creating something that is always going to be very dangerous to your future generations. To act is now. This is the right time to act now. To make sure that the people you are tarnishing their image, the people they are trying to damage them, go back to them and apologize. That's what you're supposed to do. Young YouTubers, this is very disappointing to see young people, they are on internet doing whatever they feel like. And anytime the authorities are trying to reach at you, when they get to a house, they don't see you. Because you are a young person, you are not married, you are not having kids, you are not responsible. So you think like, yeah, I can just do anything. That must have to be stopped. That has to be stopped. Young people in Africa, young YouTubers in Africa, do not follow money. Follow the skills and knowledge, gaining the knowledge and skills. Follow that. If you get the knowledge, you apply your skills, you're always going to be there. You're always going to be there. But you met somebody on the system, already spent almost like 10 years in that system. You just came in, you want to use the same pace with that person. It's not possible. You are just stopping yourself, but it's not possible. This is the right time. This is the high time that you make sure that go back to the same person, you apologize to that person. Remember, never be intimidated by what others are doing. Stick to yourself. Try to do things on your own. Try to respect yourself. Try to respect people and make sure that, all right, you don't have to make sure that, use their pace of doing things. No. Stick to yourself. Think about yourself and then carry on with your own side to make at least record that that tomorrow your kids are going to be so happy of it. Tomorrow your family is going to be so happy of it. But hey, the bad records you're doing, things that you're doing, they are bad records. Ending of the day, whosoever saw it, your kids might see it tomorrow, they might not like it. Your kids might be in need of favor from that family. What is going to happen? The family will tell the kids that, oh, we can't help you because your father, happened to be somebody who hates us. What are you going to do? Guys, young people, believe in yourself. Young people, do right things in Africa here. Young people, never allow somebody to use you on these platforms. Young people, respect everybody on this platform. Young people, know yourself. Young people struggle to gain knowledge and skills. Once they go together, you are okay in this world. Career you are trying to take, tarnishing people's image is the wrong career. I will tell you that. It's the wrong career. So, but career that somebody can take, being in a positive way, try to unite people with the use of your contents, try to make sure that you educate people with the use of your contents. These are great things that in future generation to come, they will be so proud of you because your knowledge is going to be, extending and extending to different generations. But doing bad things, you are encouraging bad things to be happening. If you die and you still kind of encourage others to continue doing bad things in this world here, what is going to happen to you next world? Hey, young people, let's think about our parents, our culture. Because in African culture, anywhere you go, is still the same thing. Once somebody is elder than you, is your brother. You met your mother's, age mate is your mother. You met your father's age mate is your father. You met your sister's age mate is your sister. So it's good to make sure that you do right things on internet. Everybody, young people, I am talking to you people. Okay, always try to make sure that you stick to yourself, please. Okay, always try to make sure that you stick to yourself with your own pace. Okay, always try to do that. So on that note, YJ is telling you that please seek for advice, try to learn from others, respect people, and make sure that never allow people to use you to tarnish others' image. Never allow nobody to use you to fight your fellow African brothers and sisters. Africa, we are here, we are one. Okay, and we need to maintain that. Let's try to unite each other. But young YouTubers, please don't allow technology to use you against your own people. Please. Your fathers and mothers, they are highly respected in societies. Make sure you maintain that. So on that note, YJ is telling you that thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for your encouragement. And I hope this voice is going to be heard by you people. Young people, hear my voice. Young people, hear my advice. Make sure that you change yourself, stick to yourself, believe in yourself, and make sure you do the things on the right way. Never allow anybody to intimidate you. Okay? Never allow that. And never allow yourself to be intimidated because of what other people are doing. Never allow that. Stick to yourself, know yourself, and believe in yourself, and do things in the right way. Thank you so much. YJ is telling you that. Bye-bye. See you later. But make sure, my guys, subscribe. All right? Make sure you subscribe before we go. So see you later. Thank you so much. One love, one family. May the Almighty bless all of you. May Almighty bless our Mama Africa. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all.